was just an ordinary
What's up,
Friday.
YouTube? It's your boy
Hip-hop
Garret,
fans
and I'm
were
back
peeping
with
new
another video.
releases from artists
With
like
Kendrick,
Kenny Mason
Lamar,
and Boldy James.
this
But
and
it
a lot
seemed
of
like a
rappers.
relatively
Let's get in this
low-key
video and
week
this
when it
story.
came to new music. The only other real thing of note that was going down was J. Cole adding his legendary mixtapes to streaming services after years of longing from his fans. Until suddenly, a single post that came out of nowhere changed everything. This year, Kendrick Lamar's X account has been on an unparalleled run, where everything that's appeared on it has been of major cultural significance. And after using it to debut his famed diss tracks, ranging from Euphoria to Not Like Us, and announcing his Super Bowl performance on the same account, he once again brought hip-hop to a standstill with the release of a surprise new album titled GNX. But what does the album represent? And does its content tell us whether K-Dot is returning to peacetime or ramping up for another war with the people that he's shaded on the project? It's your boy Luesta, and let's break down Kendrick's new album, GNX. For starters, let's talk about the timing of the project. Just days after he was crowned Rapper of the Year by Apple Music, people wondered how this was possible without him releasing a full-length album. Just like he once silenced retirement rumors sparked by a Twitter user by kicking off the rollout for Mr. Morale, he's shut down his critics once again, this time by dropping an entirely new project. And when I say surprise, according to industry insider Brian Zizuk, even his label found out on Friday morning. Now, the record has made such an immediate splash that many believe it will be the biggest soundtrack from claiming the top spot. Named after the 1987 Buick Grand National Regal GNX, which came out the year he was born, this album could have easily just been a victory lap for K-Dot after a wild 2024. But instead, he decided that he wasn't taking his foot off of anyone's neck. In fact, he took plenty of shots at both familiar enemies and even some new foes. So let's decode the project. Although it's essentially the intro to the album, the song Whacked Out Murals proved that Kendrick was ready to go to war from the outset. And after witnessing it happen from the shadows, he finally decided to speak out about Lil Wayne's grumbling about the Super Bowl. On the track, he references his Wayne fandom, as well as the response he received from Tunchi about his upcoming halftime show performance in New Orleans.
Used to bump the Carter 3, I held my rolling chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
This is a direct reference to everything that's gone down since it was revealed that K-Dot was scheduled to perform over the hometown hero, Lil Wayne.
So, like I said, it broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together, but my God.
They choose Lamar, Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne from New Orleans.
Family,
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Everybody repping me, I really appreciate that.
Nah, you dissing?
I feel like I let all of y'all down by not getting that opportunity, but I'm working on me, and I'm working. Thank you.
As opposed to doing that work on himself that he alluded to, Weezy has continued to grow increasingly bitter over not receiving this opportunity and almost blaming K-Dot for it. Even as he was handed the key to the city, he controversially claimed that he had been robbed at Louisiana Fest.
That moment I said to myself, I want to be on stage for the Super Bowl one day in front of my mom. And I worked my ass off to get that position, and it was ripped away from me.
Damn.
This moment right here, they can't take that, man. They can't take that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for yourself for being amazing.
As if that wasn't enough to try Kung Fu Kenny's patience, Wayne decided to rock his OVO owl pendant in support of Drake while referencing Not Like Us at one of his shows. After all this victim mentality from Weezy, and refusing to be happy for a kid who was a disciple of his, K-Dot finally had enough. On top of those bars, let's not act like the cover art might not be a little allusion towards the Carter 2, right down to the black and white photo. Clearly, the whole situation deeply bothered Kendrick. After all, this is one of his heroes who have been gracious towards him when he's shown nothing but love.
That moment in the studio with Wayne, me and J-Rock in the studio with Wayne, I never told Wayne this. That changed my perspective about work ethic. Knocked out about 12 verses.
Kendrick Lamar.
Wayne at the moment. And he's not
He's
no
an
motherfucking
OG, bro. What are you doing?
It's a set right there and thought out right in front of your face and smashing it. And he's excited about it. And he's loving music and he loves what he's doing.
Like, what are you doing, bro?
I
don't understand.
We took that same intensity and that work ethic and we applied it moving forward from having that feature for all my life.
Let's not forget that Kendrick is such an avid supporter of Wayne's that he even went out of his way to try and stop him from throwing his career away when he fell on hard times.
Nigga talking about retiring and shit, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. I'm in the studio, nigga, doing motherfucking features, nigga. Nigga, I seen you, nigga, 2007, nigga, 2008, nigga, I seen you knock out motherfucking 10 fucking features in a row, nigga, back to back, nigga.
Now, it turns out that Wayne is ready to go to war with Kendrick too over his recent bars on Whacked Out Murals. In a tweet posted at 1 a.m. on Saturday, Weezy said, "Man, what the fuck did I do? I just be chillin' and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed." And once again, the community had begun to call him out for acting oblivious and claimed that he would get smoked by Kendrick if he had a rap battle with him. As upset as he was about Weezy's behavior, Kendrick soon revealed that he wasn't the only person that switched up. And this time, the culprit was a lot closer to home than New Orleans. In that same verse, Kendrick takes some time to express his hurt at Snoop Dogg for sharing Drake's tailor-made freestyle, a track which sampled not only an AI version of D.O.G.'s voice, but Kendrick's hero Tupac's as well.
You supposed to be the boogeyman, go do what you do. The lessons is a moment that you tell us it's not really you.
Now, Kendrick has made it known how shocked he was.
Snoop posted tailor-made, I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it, it was only right for me to let it go.
And to clarify, K-Dot isn't paranoid. It really happened. For Dot, this must feel like a far cry from the days where he literally handed the torch of the West Coast to him in 2015. At that moment, a young K-Dot shed tears on stage for how happy he was to receive it.
But this drama with all these old-head rappers, boy. There's some of the niggas who be supposed to be setting an example for people out here. Like, this is getting bad, man. Like, what you all beefing over, bro? I don't understand, man. Like, what the beef over, bro?
In recent times, Snoop has taken
This
a
is
neutral
crazy.
stance that Kendrick might perceive as
Like,
disloyal.
what the beef over, bro?
Kendrick headlining the Super
Come on,
Bowl,
bro.
Snoop refused to firmly endorse him, opting for a non-committal response.
This
I
is
don't really have no opinion, but what I do want to say is that just remember where the NFL was 15 years ago when it comes to hip-hop. How many hip-hop artists was able to grace that stage 15 years ago? So I understand both sides of the coin, and I understand how people feel. I have no answer, no opinion, because I had the opportunity to get up there via Dr. Dre. I didn't do any Snoop Dogg songs. I was up there helping Dr. Dre, and it became a great moment for all of us. So at the same time, Lil Wayne is the GOAT of New Orleans rap. Remember, I was at No Limit Records for 3 years, and I watched his whole career come to life and then watched him become the biggest. I watched him get bigger than me. You feel what I'm saying? And I was gigantic at the time, and I love seeing his growth. And me and Wayne is family to this day. Me and Kendrick is family to this day. And me and Jay-Z and me and Roger Goodell. So I don't know who is the decision maker. All I know is that I'll be home watching the Super Bowl, and when the halftime show come on, I'll be watching that as well.
But it seems like Snoop might have really been impaired when he shared that infamous story, because when pressed, he immediately backpedaled and let K-Dot know that he's the ruler of the coast. K-Dot new album GNX, it was the edibles. West West King. Snoop's endorsement of Taylor Made wasn't the only way Kendrick clapped back at Drake's appropriation of West Coast
hate
legends.
Drake with.
On the track Reincarnated, K-Dot sampled Tupac's Made Brothers from Gang Related.
that nigga really hate Drake.
It was done in a way where he seemed to be reiterating that he was the heir to Tupac's throne.
I did past like progression last year when it me up, reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus.
Why you
Aside from
stop
commenting
it,
on
bro?
Drake owning one of Pac's rings, this is one of the most explicit nods to Pac that he's made on wax, since he had a conversation with him on the conclusion of To Pimp a Butterfly on the track Mortal Man. But even after Drake seemingly...
Y'all niggas, if y'all like Kendrick Lamar music, let me know in the comments below.
Kendrick seemed to be hinting
I don't understand any music.
dirt on Dot through
It sound good,
only
but
for his nearest and dearest
I don't listen to them type of music.
anything up. Even when the bag or cryptocurrency was waved in front of them.
He's an OG though. No, bro.
Plus, he seemed to let it be known that there would never be
Why you
a
speaking
ceasefire
up he voice like that?
insisting that there will be no mediation that could get them on the same side ever again.
I never piece it up. That shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me.
Staying with Whacked Out
Damn,
Murals,
that's a
even the
bomb.
song's title is a reference to the feud between himself and Drizzy. It alludes to this portrait of Kendrick that was displayed at the restaurant Misa Boar in Compton being defaced by sour Drake fans. Today, they celebrated K-Dot saluting them, writing on IG that, a few months ago, our Kendrick mural got hit. Of course, we were pissed and wanted to fix it, but it just kept getting worse. Flash forward to today, and Kendrick drops a song about the situation. It doesn't necessarily make it okay, but it does feel good to have our hard work in the community immortalized in a song by one of the greatest to ever do it. Thank you at Kendrick Lamar for making the situation a little better today. But the subtle Drake slander and retracing of their beef didn't stop there. On Squabble Up, he kept at it, claiming that he still has beef and even referencing the fact that he brought Adonis into it with these bars.
Pipe down, young, do some whole other politics. With him, there's some in him, that's a lot of don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies.
Among the most overt displays of hate towards Drake that the project features is that Kendrick still made the hard part 6 as if Drake's diss track of the same name never even happened. But rather than focus on hate, Dot used it to specifically salute his TDE brothers, firmly ending any speculation that there was some tension between them. Not only did he salute Ab-Soul and his pen, claiming that he used to study his style, Dot also reserved bars for his TDE language day free.
Nigga Dave had a champagne Acura. That nigga wore several hats, a producer, manager, director.
This man calling out all of these rappers, bro.
By doing this, he made it evident that all of Drake's attempts at tearing them apart, with rumors of Dave being the real father of his son, didn't put a dent in their bond.
What?
Later, he explained why Black Hippie never materialized quite how they hoped.
My motivation was the yearning for independence. Poured everything I had left in the family business. Now it's about Kendrick.
However, Kendrick decided to place the blame on himself and revealed why he decided to set up PG Lang in the first place.
I jogged my memory knowing Black Hippie didn't work cause of me. Creatively, I moved on with new concepts in reach.
Heading back towards the realm of beef,
Oh,
Kendrick
tough.
has made it clear that he is no longer playing it cool when it comes to the competition. After saluting Nas for acknowledging his Super Bowl performance when other legends ignored out of spite,
Won the Super Bowl and I the only one congratulate me. All these agitated, I'm just glad they show me faces.
he then invoked the spirit on one mic on Man in the Garden. In the track, he let it be known that he wasn't even slightly fazed by the prospect of further warfare. Alongside that, he seemed to salute himself for how he handled the Drake beef, claiming,
I bring this down, don't you play with me and stay with me. I'm crashing out right now, no one's safe with me.
before then saying,
I did it with integrity and still try hate on me. Just wait and see. More blood be spilling, it just paint to me.
then it was back to straight up shade in Drake's direction
Bro,
on Hey Now,
you
where he
cannot
suggested that
take
he
this man
eliminated him
serious, bro.
once and for all.
Play God, you gon' get what you asked for. We got the same 24, what you mad for? I put a square on his back like I'm Jack Dorsey.
As if this message wasn't clear enough, he really
He's
drove it home
trash,
with the
bro.
line, "The black know I just strangled me a goat." Drake is angrily throwing threes on his basketball court right now after that one. But alongside all of the hate,
Drake
there's
and
plenty of
Lamar,
room for
they
love
two
here,
the-
too.
two the-
On Dodger Blue, he
Go to the
salutes the
rappers,
city of Los
but
Angeles.
I don't
And
listen to
even
them
then,
niggas,
he
bro.
lets it be known that he's
Got
not
respect for them,
too
though.
late.
Bitch, I'm from the land. Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10.
And after years of speculation, he seems to be finally willing to admit that he's really as affiliated to the streets as people have speculated. Because on this track, he let it be known that he's not a studio gangster. Instead, he's someone who's really grown up around the threat of violence and street politics.
All my kids are sock you niggas up. How you ever took a fade and ran demo back to back?
Here, Kendrick is basically
He
referring to
cap,
getting
bro. He be in
beaten
the
up
house.
and
Stop
coming
the
back
cap.
for his vengeance. And what's wild is that we literally have evidence of Kendrick trying to do just that to AD of Back on Fig. During his no jumper,
This man is capping.
Dot literally trying to press him over an apparent run-in with a rival set in the past.
Hey, you wanna know a crazy thing about Kendrick, bro? My first encounter with him, he thought I was somebody else, bro. He low-key tried to press me.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Who do you think you were? Gorilla
If
Black?
I'm a different hood, I guess some niggas jumped him back in the day. And I came to the studio and he was mad. He was like, "Hey, you from Almond Block?" And I was like, "Nah," but he was hot.
With that, all of those who have been saying that Kendrick is maybe more connected than he let on are seeming to have more truth to their stories.
It's just that he's a nice guy, so we have a problem with it because he doesn't have a gangster approach. But let me let y'all know, he got 100,000 motherfucking gangsters with him, so y'all better watch what y'all say.
This is also emphasized on the album's title track, simply for the fact that he added his
He might not be acting like a gangster, but he have over
real-life
100
friend
gangsters
who
around him. That's
who had
facts,
been
so.
labeled his
Cause he
guru.
ain't gotta do the gangster.
Throughout the course of the beef, Hitta took up for Dot whenever he could. He was posting tweets like,
He get all that money, he should have at
"So
least
tough,
50
Compton,
niggas
not
around
LA.
now. At least
At
100 of
Drake,
them
They
niggas.
not the same. He literally even tried to squabble with Aiden Ross for his Dot slander. That's exactly why you got took by @Playboy Cardi. So come see what else get took playing in LA at Aiden Ross. To him, this felt like the natural thing to do for someone who had genuinely uplifted not just Hida himself, who previously appeared on the album cover of To Pimp a Butterfly by K-Dot, but also countless others.
I love, bro, to where just I don't gotta talk to you every day to you know, represent what you represent. When you see somebody work hard and unlock doors that we can't reach and we don't get access to, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, put more confidence in me and what I'm doing and who I am.
You respect him, though.
Like, shine light on
people
me
who
as
didn't
an
know he
artist.
bought ground and stuff, you know what I'm
Away from
saying?
the beef, Kendrick got conceptual on Gloria. One of several tracks featuring his former TDE label mate SZA, it seems like a love song and perhaps an ode to his fiancée Whitney Alford. But with the final line of "My woman and my right hand, my saint and my sin, ain't no bitch like my bitch cause that bitch was my pen," K-Dot reveals that he's actually talking about hip-hop itself. In this sense, K-Dot is carrying on a proud tradition of rappers writing about hip-hop in metaphorical terms as a woman. Way back in the day, Common did the same thing on I Used to Love Her, while Eminem did something similar on the song 25 to Life. Meanwhile, on TV Off, Kendrick spends a lot of the track saluting Mustard, or as he said it,
bro,
sorry,
chill out, bro.
But interestingly, he did this just days after the producer kept the beef well and truly alive at Camp Flog Gnaw, where he played Like That twice and hit the crowd with a bait and switch over Crew Love to Like That.
You ready? Here we go. Yeah.
So it's only fair that he gave him his flowers with that now iconic Mustard scream. But amid all of the smoke that Kendrick gives out on this project, it should be noted that it's not just rappers that got his wrath. Because in a surprising turn of events, he seemed to throw shade at a comedian too. To be specific, he dissed Andrew Schultz of all people.
Don't let no white comedian talk
What?
about no black woman that's lost.
This likely refers to Andrew's controversial take on what he termed as the black girlfriend effect, in which he spoke about black women in a derogatory fashion.
What is the black girlfriend effect? Oh, you don't know about it.
Racist.
So you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro, white guys with black girlfriends,
They grow a beard
they step
because
their dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
Hey, what? What this nigga talking about,
I
bro?
think the black girlfriend effect, it might be a protective instinct, bro.
An album that's filled with love, hate, and everything in between, Dog gave us a lot to ponder on this project. But with so many beats coming from the Bay Area sound that made Not Like Us a smash, it's clear he's having fun with it too.
You know, anybody who's like, Kendrick's music's not catchy, it's boring, he just makes like snoozer songs, like
I like these songs ain't all that, bro. Y'all niggas be
you
dragging,
know, I'm
bro.
sorry, how is that not a bop?
Yeah, there you go.
How is that not a bopper?
Probably was I too. Probably was I young.
And straight away,
Bro,
even some of his fellow rappers have been
I would
left
listen
in
to
awe.
that, bro.
After listening to it, IDK said, "If you're not coming like Kendrick, don't even try to drop." The bar set. Soon, Russ also saluted Dot's incredible work. New Kendrick album is elite, but not everyone is happy. Straight away, the OVO Vengers were trying to talk down on the record, only to get clowned for it. Such as the Academics owned X account that said, "Bro went 0 for 12. Meanwhile, on Academics' live stream chat, the majority of viewers agreed that the project was fire, while others decided to question how he heard a 44-minute album in 5 minutes. But it should be noted that Academics doesn't actually run that secondary account. Instead of jumping to conclusions, he actually listened.
You know, I see a lot of people, I see a lot of Drake fans hitting me. I think they wanted me to shit on it. I get we're in this politics era.
I'm like, the song, I can be real. He solid, but
You can't admit that
come on,
Republicans
bro.
said anything.
I'm young, bro. I don't listen to them, bro.
This is almost like gangbanging there.
It's garbage, bro.
In reality, bro, this was kind of, and I see some people say it's better than, well, or Untitled Unmastered is better than this. Well, Untitled Unmastered is a very integral, like when I always said To Pimp a Butterfly, I ranked it high, but it had low replay value. This is Kendrick trying to
say go on my car and listen to them, bro. Whatever.
Songs you guys could listen to
no, bro.
over and over,
Stop
and then
it,
songs with the message that is probably deep or heavy that you
Probably
might not
once or twice, and that's it.
And I think the best way is to
Plus,
find
this song
balance.
is trash, bro.
If you ask me. So I know some Drake fans wanted me to like shit on it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's good. I think it's a good tape. Right? Now, if this was his album, I'd probably say it's a little bit above.
I listened to the whole thing.
Nowhere close to how those albums are kind of being critically
old
acclaimed,
people music.
right?
Although he tried to resist, he was ultimately forced to admit that it's great.
Let's see what y'all are feeling about it. I can't sit here and in good conscience tell you this is whack. For me to say that would be me lying. And at the end of the day, I love music, even if I have my favorites on one side. And
but he is good. The song, the song what I hit, them couple songs in this video right here, it's trash, bro.
Alongside the album being a musical
The
triumph,
bars
Ek
solid
also
though,
had to
but-
acknowledge that this project addresses criticism that he didn't do enough for the West after the pop out. After Not Like Us came out, Academic said he had to make amends for using the hyphy sound, despite not being from the Bay or really putting on for local artists.
He might need to give a feature. Who he might need to give a feature to? How many features he might need to give? Because also, let me ask you a question.
What y'all
The song
think in
that
the
some
comments?
people believe that Kendrick just defeated
It might be good to some people, not me,
Like
bro.
Us is a song that
All the
definitely
people in music.
uses a Bay Area sound. Kendrick is not from the Bay Area, but that is still part of LA culture, still part of the West Coast.
BAK,
But
nigga.
with that being said, you know how many people have used that
That's a hard
sound
rap,
that never
BAK.
popped? Does Kendrick owe them a feature? Yo, you just won your beef, or you just came up on your beef using our sound. Let's use the same logic, people. Yo, bro, yo, what's up with a feature? You're capitalizing off our sound. That's like just like what Sauce Walker said with the Jersey Club shit, right?
But now that
Drake
he's
gotta
got Dodie
respond,
Six
bro.
on Hey
Drake.
Now, AZ Shike on Peekaboo, Wally the Sensei on Dodger Blue, Hida J3, Peso, and Young Threat on this project, it's pretty clear that he's got his ear to the ground of what's occurring in Cali hip-hop.
Before you ask a personal question, you gotta retract what you said.
About what?
You said Dot wasn't gonna give none of them niggas on stage no features. He put all the young homies on from the city on the album.
Well, this is what I would say. I think I'll say something better.
tough.
I think we encourage him to do that. I don't care why he did it, but he did do it. So I'll give him credit for doing it. So and I thought that was a great look. I thought it was a great look, even though he could have still named them on the songs because we got to do some Googling, but fans do that anyway. But I do think that was a good look. That was a good look, AD.
With GNX, we get an album from Dot that explores all sides of him, permitting his hate and anger to coexist with his desire for peace. In essence, it's a true Gemini's album encompassing everything that's inside. In fact, he seemed to hint at the concept behind it in an interview from just last month. I don't believe I'm an angry person, but I do believe in love and war, and I believe they both need to exist. And my awareness of that allows me to react to things, but not identify with them as who I am. Just allowing them to exist and allowing them to flow through me. That's what I believe. Whatever you think about the record itself, it's clear that it stopped the world in its tracks, and once again proves that Kendrick is at the top of his game right now. Once again, these words relate to what he said as the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he at the top, but
rap music
I don't
is
listen to
the
the
most
music.
impactful genre today.
He's
Lamar
the artist
said
right
this
now.
statement at the time, and
Oh,
I'll be there to
let's.
remind the world why. They got the right one. On GNX, he can consider us reminded. And if DJ Head's recent tweet is anything to go by,
we all
this
like
might
Drake or
only
him.
be
I
just
listen to
the
Drake
beginning. It's your
more
boy
though.
Wasta, and if you guys like this video, you're definitely gonna like one of the 2 videos on the screen.
This
Until
is a
next time, my
W
friends.
video, bro.
Peace.
Hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. It's your boy Garret, man. I'm out. Peace.